What up, nerds? Welcome back to Frankland. So County Crossing is all stitched up. There's not a lot more we can do here. It needs defense, as do all our settlements. Unfortunately at this current juncture, but however, therefore, vis-a-vis, though ergo, we haven't got any more settlers to actually do anything here, so let's leave County Crossing for the moment. What else are we going to do this episode if we can't do anything at Finch Farm? That's an excellent question. We do have a lot of those shitty, needy quests. The settlers like to come to me, you know, hanging on my left nut saying, listen buddy, we got ghouls. Well, take a goddamn machine gun and go take out the ghouls. I swear to Christ. I've given you the tools. Go do it. You know? That's what Frankland's it's all about. It's freedom. Freedom for every man, woman and child to decide his or her own destiny. Make no mistake. Alright, so we've gotten a few more settlers over at Finch Farm, and now we have the room to actually build some more houses. This shit is pissing me off. We're going to fix that one right up. Make no mistake. Don't you worry about that. Insert more catchphrases I say all the time and probably aggravate you to no end. That's okay. So let's have a look at the borders of our kingdom here. It's pretty dank. You know, we've got some nice flat land here. Flatland, wasn't that a book or something? I don't know. So yeah, this is pretty good. We got some real nice space here. I'm really, look, listen to me. I don't know where I'm going to put my cyber bench. I just don't know. I want to have a look at it again. I'd like to gaze it. I like to scope it. I like to hold it in my hot little hand and just play with it. I like to take it out of the plastic. You know, break its seal. I don't care if it's not in mint condition anymore. I want to... Where is this shit? Cyber crafting bench. We need oil, circuitry, screws. We'll get there. Don't you worry about it. Okay. So in the interim, in the meantime, houses. Let's build some houses. You know what? Let's build some houses. We haven't got any wood, though. We can fix that up. Don't you worry about it. Let's grab the wood over here if we can. If the game will let us. Well, there's a little bit of a fallen branch. A little bit of a fallen branch. And some cars there that we might be able to get some nice things from. We could get a lot of nice things. Let's just scoop them up. What in the world? That might be actually enough to build our Cybernetics workbench. Wherever we want to do it, maybe it would make more sense to put it over at the slog. Then again, let me hit you with this. So the slog is our... I don't know. Listen to me. So the slog... Look, it's our industrial sort of sector. So... In some senses, in a sense, it would make sense to put, there's a lot of sense there, and yet I got none of them. I leave none for myself. It would make sense to put the Cybernetic workbench there. However, it's a privilege to become cyberized in Frankland, and you can't deny that ghouls are absolutely a second-class citizen. They might even be a third-class citizen, and we want to keep them there under the heel of our boot. They're never going to rise up. Don't you worry about it. So... Maybe no. Maybe we put the Cybernetics workbench elsewhere, but then we need to industrialize another place. You know what? I'm liking it. Let's do it. For the moment, houses. Houses. Where are we going to put these houses? Alright, let's leave that space for farming, if and when we need it, but we can build out like quite a ways over here, and I appreciate that. I almost feel like... Alright. Listen, okay, I've got it. We're going to build kind of a little bit around in a little bit of a ring, I think. You know, it's thrown off my whole situation, right? Because I never expected that we'd have this much space, but we've gone and done it. So that's okay. So let's ring around a scooch. Ring around the Rosie, a pocket full of Frank. Ooh, that sounds like a really unpleasant Happy Meal, but I'd buy it. So let's get rid of these bushes. I've you know me, I'm very much against foliage. I don't want any foliage. I have no interest in having a garden in my own life. No. I want to leave some trees because we're not heathens. I mean we are. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, let's ring around here as well, I think. Unless we want to... We don't want to snap, do we? Listen, what's that going to do for us? I think we're going to do it. I've done it. Shoot me. Don't shoot me. Unless you're going to use VATS. Because I have no confidence in your aim. But you just keep doing you, buddy. So, maybe... No, I was going to say we're going to put a wedge in there. I'm going to say to that, no. No wedge. Let's do OG placement. That's how I roll. Nothing wrong with it. It's just, look, it's a little bit more... I appreciate the precision and the order that the wedge provides. However, it's a little bit too precise, you know? Sometimes you need to be... Sometimes you need to just give it some loving. And let the children's laughter just teach us how we used to be. Okay, so we got a duplicate? Look, it's far enough away that I'm okay with it. This could be, I'm getting a sense. I'm feeling like Junktown, you know? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. I really like that that's shown up where it has, I think. I might end up snapping that anyway. Let me think. Let me use my brain just to... I know, it's dangerous. Let's go rebuild same model. And I'm thinking of doing something really naughty here. Not snapping, but doing it on like a hot little angle. Like, it doesn't need to purple up, but if we want to do that, we can. And then I'm going to go... Hang on, can we pull back with this shit? Get it in there? Can we get away with this? What have I done? What have I done? There we go. That's what I want. That's the money shot right there, right? So then they're going to come up the corner. Yeah. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? It's all about lining it up. It's all about the angle of the dangle. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to hang over... Hang over, what do we do? And we're going to put down an industrial plot. But first we need concrete. Where are we going to get concrete? There's bound to be some concrete around here somewhere. Concrete, there you go. It's not enough. It's never enough. If they ever get enough energon, it'll... Did anyone play that game? That really bad... Well, actually, I don't know if it was really bad by, you know, based on the time in which it was released. But I think it was like an early 2000s, maybe late 90s. Transformers game. It was third-person action. It was a little bit janky. I never quite understood it. I received a copy as a gift from a friend who'd gone to Indonesia or something like that. And I didn't fully understand at the time, but now I do. It was totally an illegal pirated copy that he paid very little for, and that's fine. I appreciated the gift nonetheless. I tried to play it several times. I couldn't. It was really janky. But there was a nice little intro that it was like, you know, told the story of... No, it wasn't Transformers, it was Beast Wars. That's what it was. Told a little story of Beast Wars. And how they're looking for energon on Earth. If they ever get enough, they could destroy the world. But, you know, essentially what I was going to say to you was we're going to build a factory... And we're gonna make it a water processing plant. Alternatively, we could just change one of these, and that's probably what we're gonna have to end up doing here. So let's head into the ASAM sensor. Choose building plan. Come on, baby, light my fire. Where is it? The pump house. Let's do it. All right. So that's gonna furnish us with water. Not a problem. Then we need... Oh, but see, then there's still the problem of putting down industrial. Where do we put it? We could put it back behind here, though it's a little bit exposed. Like if I'm gonna do like heavy duty industrial, I'd like to make it sort of a little bit more central. We'll think about it. Maybe it was doomed to failure. Maybe industrial place, like primary industrial place, is County Crossing. Now that we have all this room to do it over there, you know. We can do it. Alright, but we also need food. You know, with more settlers comes more food. With great population comes a whole bunch of screaming mouths to feed. I am Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Can he swing from a web? Take a look over there, hey now, here comes a Spider-Man, ow, in the thrill of night at the scene of the crime, in a blaze of light, He arrives just in time. Oh, Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. He's strong, listen, bud. You got the radioactive blood. Hey, yeah. Here comes Spider-Man. Ow.
Yes.
So we can actually zoom this in. It's right-click, just like for the regular Pip-Boy. I had a comment about that. I didn't quite understand it, I'll be honest with you. But, so that's how that goes. So I think we're good. I think we're fine. We've got a few more jobs there. It's still, look, this is sort of, this settlement's lagging behind a little bit. And it's because of resources. You know, of that we can be sure. We need more conch. And we need it now. And we've run out of power? That can't be right. I refuse to believe that. I think it's more a routing issue. Like, we haven't got power going somewhere, you know? Let's just have a scooch around. I'm pretty sure everything's fine. It could be these two houses over there. They might not be getting power. We can have a look. Or it could be the fact that we haven't, like, scooched up a couple of things here. Like this one, for example. That hasn't got power because we haven't done that. Well, that's okay. That's why it doesn't work. Can we scooch across? Listen, I've risked all and lost. I didn't mean to rhyme, but I'll do it. Speaking rhymes all the times. I don't even know what the shit I'm saying. So what have we got in the way of? We're not gonna have enough resources. We're just not. Oh, we can. All right, listen. Yes. Okay. Done and dusted. We're fine. So now our power should be fine. Our water is fine. I said our power should be fine. Come on, dude. What's your problem? What's your issue over here? That's not getting power? Have we just straight run out of power? I mean, it's possible. I just didn't think we had this. I didn't think we built this much here. I mean, keep in mind, we got like, what, 11 homes over in Smogtown? And it's just running off the one power plant? Unless we've had upgrades. That's distinctly possible, you know. Because once you get upgrades, then you're fucked. This is absolutely going to be Scrap Town. Because it's just a piece of shit. We'll get up onto the overpass eventually, make no mistake. But, look, it's not a great situation. I'll tell you that right now. Alright, so, I mean, I'm really disturbed that Canny Crossing is kind of falling behind here. We have, you know, we've got, I was going to say a couple options. We've got one option. Alright, our two options is to just let it go. And wait for it to do its thing. Our other, quote-unquote, option, hang on, let me help you with that. Option. Is to pull some settlers over from either Finch Farm or the Slog. The only issue with that is we've now set them up, you know, more or less appropriately. They've got the right amount of housing for their populations currently. But I mean, it's not going to entirely stop us from moving over. Then our next thing is maybe to scoop up another settlement. You know, I think haven't got my map right here, but I think, what is it, like the bathhouse or whatever it's called, and then something up here that's just, it's escaped me for the moment, but we'll figure it out. Then there's also the issue of maybe doing this shit, taking out the ghouls and whatever. Let's have a look. Miscellaneous. Investigate, no. Ghoul problem at County Crossing. I want to know where that is. Oh, it's not, it's the, look, remember how that fucked us last time? I'm sorry for the language, but I'm also not. I'm not. This weather is mirroring how I feel right now. It is. It really is. But for the moment, guys, thank you very much for watching. Taste the game. Be excellent to each other. And I'll see you next time. Roleplay Gamer, out.